I was a weird kid. But speaking of Quid, this video is brought to you by Quid, the fun new sticker app that you can download for your iPhone, iOS, whenever you like. It is a free app. It's very fun to use and play with and send pictures to your friends. They have stickers from Game of Thrones, from Rick and Morty. They have them from Shane Dawson even. They have them, actually I know my friend Cypherden and Don Hines have recently partnered with them to make stickers for their app. It's a lot of fun. I recently downloaded it and I've been messing with it. They have a point system that you can use where they'll give you coins to buy stickers. The coins are super easy to achieve. You can just get them like from logging on, which is very new. Quid just launched Marvel stickers, which is really cool because you guys know how much of a fan I am of Marvel. Like, let me get them Loki stickers, boy! So I'm gonna go ahead and get a Don Hines sticker pack because they're free. We're just gonna see what this is like. So this is opening the sticker pack. You get the cool little "Are you serious?" the heart thing. Oh, 2 heart things. It's kind of like opening a Pokemon card deck, but with stickers online. And if you want to check this app out, the link is in the description and on my pinned comment if you're interested. I was always a little weird. If you guys remember my first video about this, I was the type to never brush my hair and run around on all fours pretending I was a dog. I did a lot of other weird shit throughout my childhood years though. When I was in 5th grade, I had a crush on this guy. He was very pretty, a little too pretty. At one point I was convinced he wore makeup because he was so pretty. I also had a pretty big group of friends that I'd run around with and play warriors or horses in the field at recess. One day we were standing on the stairs leading to the field. In my elementary school we had a level field that was above the playground, so we're all standing there watching a group of boys play soccer. And Pretty Boy was playing too. As a 5th grader, I had ultimate status among the younger grades, and we had a 3rd grader friend that hung out with us. So as a dare, I told her to run out in the field and kick the Pretty Boy in the knee. I don't know why I thought this was a good idea, but I decided it was the best way to get him to notice me. Senpai! So this 4'8" child ran out into the field filled with bigger and taller boys, sprinted at him and kicked him right in the shin. He fell over and started crying and hugging his leg, while my friends and I proceeded to die laughing on the stairs. One of my friends even fell backwards off the stairs from laughing so hard. I'm pretty sure our 3rd grade friend got indoor recess for 3 days. Actually, I used to pick on that boy a lot. One time during lunch period in 5th grade, my friends were sitting directly in front of his friends at the long rectangular tables. We had these gross plasticky lunch things that tasted what I imagined prison food was like. Inside it were cold half-cooked mashed potatoes, peas, and a slice of what I think was cat meat. Me being the weird shitlord I was, I decided it would be a great idea to throw peas at my crush. I didn't know why I thought bullying him would get him to notice me, but anyway, my friend group and I proceeded to flick peas across the lunchroom at the boys until a teacher took notice and yelled at us. A couple of my friends actually managed to ditch us and left me, and about 3 of the others to clean up the mess we'd all made. Needless to say, he didn't notice me and still thought I was weird. He actually used to stare at me in class a lot, so that's why I thought I had a chance with him. But in reality, he was just staring at me because I never brushed my hair and I looked like an insane homeless man. I used to also cut grass with scissors. Okay, hear me out here. I used to go into my backyard with a pair of scissors and play with them like they were birds eating grass. I don't really understand what my thought process was and why I thought a pair of scissors were birds, or why birds ate grass, or why my mother let me play with scissors at the age of 11. Another time, when I was 12, I had this guy friend. Actually, I had a group of male friends that I would hang out with all the time when I was younger. They were just neighborhood friends, but we'd always run around and play catch in the streets and stuff. One time, we were out in the middle of the street throwing ball around, and a car drove by. And I, like the genius I was, lobbed the tennis ball at the back of the car. I didn't think it would hit him, but it did. The car screamed to a stop, and I didn't even have time to think, so I just took off, full tilt sprint down the street. The fastest I'd ever run in my entire life, probably. I was convinced he was going to kill me for throwing a small, soft tennis ball at the back of his car. I ended up ducking behind some bushes and waiting for the car to drive away. I swear to God, when I walked to school the next day, I was so scared he would pull over and stab me or something. You can really tell how much of a goody two-shoes I was. Another time, I was climbing a tree with one of the other friends. Let's call him Chad. In my front yard of my old house, there were 2 trees, one closer to the house and the other in the center of the front garden. The one closer to the house was considerably taller. I was climbing the taller tree while Chad was climbing the shorter one. As I was getting higher into the tree, the branches, well, naturally get smaller. I ended up putting my weight on the wrong one and fell face first onto the ground, pretty hard. So hard that the wind got knocked out of me and I couldn't breathe. Now, Chad just jumped out of the tree and stood there staring at me. He didn't ask if I was okay. He didn't try to help me up. He just
let me lay there dying. Eventually, I was able to breathe again, and I ran inside crying because I thought I'd almost died. Another one of the boys, let's say his name, Felix. Felix had the most incredible blue eyes I've ever seen. Like, deep aqua blue eyes. But me being like 8 and not interested in boys in the slightest never took any notice of this. I was just one of the bros, you know. My little sister, though, nah, she had the biggest crush on him. One day we were all hanging outside of their houses, and she came running up and grabbed Felix by the waist and hugged him. Now, him being a little boy, he freaked out and started screaming cooties and ran away down the street. We all ended up laughing about my sister crushing on him for quite some time. Me and that boy squad used to play Friday the 13th all the time around the houses at night. It was actually a lot of fun just to run around and hide in the darkness. A lot of times I'd cheat and hide somewhere I wasn't supposed to, like inside the house, because team player, am I right? Honestly, I have even more stories from my childhood, but I think that's enough for now. Thank you all for watching. There is merch in the description if you're interested in buying an off-color lame hoodie, because I can't find a company that prints lime green hoodies. Thank you so much for watching. Reminder to check out Quid if you want. And thank you so much to Quid for sponsoring me. And I also have a Patreon. I know, sponsored video with Patreon shout out, I'm sorry. But I've never actually talked about it, so I just figured, like, well, heck, why not, right? So thanks again for watching. I really appreciate it. Thanks again to Quid. Check it out.